Now on 12, thousands of jobs will soon be available at the new Barclays Center, and certain Brooklynites will have first dibs on the opportunities. More than half a dozen Brooklyn schools are learning their fates tonight as education officials vote on proposed changes and closures. Your news starts right now.
As local news gets. News 12, Brooklyn.
Thanks for joining us. I'm Kevin McCabe. Certain residents who live near the new Barclays Center in downtown Brooklyn will have first pick when it comes to thousands of jobs available. News 12's Nicole Ryan reports.
Construction is coming along at the Barclays Center in downtown Brooklyn. With the arena set to open in September, the city is turning its attention to jobs, and more jobs.
And beginning next week, we are actually going to go into neighborhoods to actively recruit candidates to fill approximately 2,000 jobs.
The people getting those jobs, New York City Housing Authority residents. Preference will be given to NYCHA housing residents from the Ingersoll, Whitman, Farragut, Atlantic Terminal, and Wyckoff Gardens. The jobs will be full and part-time positions.
And these jobs include sales reps and security guards and food service associates, accountants, purchase managers, and arena directors.
The commitment to give NYCHA residents priority for the available jobs at the center was part of the original agreement before construction began.
I've been living in this community for over 10 years now, and it's good that they bring in something good to the neighborhood that everybody could fall back on.
A beautiful opportunity for the residents. More jobs, more people off the streets.
But there is concern by others that many of the available jobs are part-time positions. Job fairs for NYCHA residents will take place in June, July, and August in locations near the arena. Nicole Ryan, News 12, Brooklyn.
For a full list of public housing residents eligible to apply, go to news12.com and we'll link you up. It's also the topic of our news12.com question of the day. Is the Barclays Center bringing enough jobs to Brooklynites? You can vote on our website or IOTV channel 612. Well, you can vote on the weather, but Mother Nature doesn't listen to us. But we listen to Stacey Ann Gooden, so we know when it'll be over.
Yeah, the votes are in, and we want the sun back. And
yes,
we've got it.
In a landslide.
we got it for Friday and the weekend. How about that? But just for now, you just got to deal with the added cloud cover, I'm afraid, and even some light sprinkles in and around the area. We're not talking about a whole lot of action. Just looking off to the west across portions of Pennsylvania, upstate New York. That's what's heading our way, and it'll be light and scattered in nature, and then for the second part of the overnight we'll be good to go. So we're still in the 50s, 54, a cool 55 in Park Slope, and the winds mainly out of the south, southeast, southwest, calm in Bay Ridge though. So mid 50s and some low 50s in and around the area. Eventually seeing those numbers drop off into the 40s, 44 to about 48 degrees. We'll have that late night clearing. You may get some stars, but plenty of sunshine on Friday. Windy, cool. We'll be in the mid to upper 50s mainly, with those gusty breezes out of the northwest. We'll have a closer look at that 3-day coming up in 9 minutes. Kevin?
Breaking news in our borough tonight, a former state senator is heading to prison. Carl Krueger is sentenced today to 7 years behind bars. He pleaded guilty in an influence peddling case. Brooklyn Democrat admitted to accepting nearly $500,000 in bribes. He faced a minimum of 9 years in jail, but the judge gave him credit for doing good deeds. Krueger resigned from his state Senate seat earlier this year. Meanwhile, there's still no winner in the race to replace him. Republican David Storobin and Democrat Lou Fidler were virtually tied after the special election on March 20th. Court referees were called in. There was an argument over whether some ballots were filled out properly. In Prospect Lefferts Gardens tonight, police say they're not charging the driver who hit a man with his van earlier. Happened around 11:30 this morning at Nostrand Avenue and Clarkson. Police tell us it appears the 56-year-old man was crossing against the light. We're told the driver stayed on the scene. Police say the victim was taken to Kings County Hospital in critical but stable condition. A creepy crawler is spotted in a classroom in East New York. The possible bed bug sighting had parents rushing to pull their kids out of school today. Those parents tell News 12 they recently discovered the school found evidence of bed bugs. The parents say only certain people were issued letters about the problem on Tuesday. Department of Ed says the school is not infested, but confirmed 3 separate bedbug findings were reported in the school. Parents upset that everyone wasn't informed right away.
Being that my son, he has medical conditions as well as eczema, so, you know, if he was to come home and I would think, you know, he's asthmatic and I see that he's itching, I would think that it's his eczema. I would never think, that wouldn't be the thing like, oh, he got bit by a bed bug, you know. So being a parent that don't know and I'm just finding out about it, as a parent that has a child with medical conditions, that's something that I should be aware of.
Parents say they can't afford to keep their kids home. Citywide testing is underway this week. They're demanding an exterminator be brought in. I'm Kevin McCabe. Education officials are voting on the future of 7 Brooklyn schools. We'll tell you what's at stake tonight. Plus, how this brazen burglar managed to sneak inside a downtown Brooklyn building in the wee hours of the morning, and how you can help cops catch him. News 12 Brooklyn is following a developing story tonight. A number of Brooklyn schools are on the verge of some major shakeups. The panel for educational policy is voting on proposed closures and co-locations. The Bushwick Community High School narrowly escaped the chopping block at the last minute today. Education officials removed the transfer school from the list. But others weren't so lucky. One of the schools still up for a vote is Sheepshead Bay High. News 12 was there as students rallied last month over the Department of Ed's plan to replace the school with another. It's one of 7 Brooklyn schools the DOE will be reviewing tonight, and we've got News 12's Josh Chapin there with the latest.
We're just steps here from the auditorium where the panel for educational policy will be voting tonight on the fates of 7 Brooklyn schools. Take a look inside the meeting now. We saw parents showing up in droves, students holding signs from all 5 boroughs protesting the mayor's plan, or the Department of Education's plan, I should say, to close these 7 schools in Brooklyn. Now, this list of schools was actually longer a few days ago before some of the schools on the list, like William Maxwell Technical High School and Cobble Hill High School of American Studies, were taken off the list. One school still slated for closure is Sheepshead Bay High School, and one students will be showing up for. We caught up with one kid from Sheepshead Bay High School.
I'm a senior, and I'm graduating. I can say screw it, I don't care anymore. You know, I'm leaving, but I'm the legacy of Sheepshead Bay. I don't want to leave and like come back and it's like, who are these people? I don't see the reason to fix something that's not broken, you know? Yeah, our numbers may not be the best, but I think our school and our teachers are like doing their job.
Again, the panel will be deciding the fates of 7 Brooklyn schools here this evening, and we will bring you more information as it becomes available. In Prospect Heights, I'm Josh Chapin, News 12 Brooklyn.
Thanks, Josh. We want to hear what you think about the planned school changes. Sound off on our News 12 Brooklyn Facebook page. In our 12 on Crime report, have you seen this man? He's wanted for stealing a laptop from an office building downtown. Police say early Tuesday morning, this burglar got into 68 J Street through the ceiling sheetrock and then ran off with a computer. If you have any information that could help police track this guy down, call Crime Stoppers, 1-800-577-TIPS. That's 577-8477. Local community is helping seniors. It established a new district aimed at taking care of Brooklyn's more seasoned crowd, like me. News 12's Naeem Douglas tells us how from Bed-Stuy.
Getting older in Brooklyn just got a little easier.
In fact, Brooklyn is the home, as you know, of more residents over the age of 60 than any other borough in the city of New York.
Elected officials and community organizers unveiled the Bed-Stuy Aging Improvement District.
It's wonderful because you know what? We tend to be forgotten.
The district will set up programs aimed at helping seniors with affordable housing, special pool hours, and even computer training. These neighbors are already taking advantage of classes at the Quincy Senior Residences.
How do we navigate our way to the article?
Oh God, it's wonderful. Like I told my children, I just brag about it all the time, you know, because now I can do what they can do.
Navigating the web is key. In a few years, the government will get rid of paper Social Security checks. The district is already out front and center working with Carver Bank to walk seniors through the changes.
Making sure that we reach out to, in partnership with our banks, to our seniors to make sure that they are aware of the changes in an SSI and that they are electronically banked.
There are other aging improvement districts in the city, one on the Upper West Side, the other is in Harlem. However, this one here in Bed-Stuy is Brooklyn's first. So far, it's the very latest from Marcy Avenue. I'm Naeem Douglas reporting for News 12 Brooklyn.
All right, time for our weather on the twos, and we got some rain out there.
Yeah, very light though, and again, not a whole lot,
It's
Kevin.
not too bad.
Yeah, not bad at all. You could probably even get away without the umbrella. Look at that. Just very scant showers in and around the area. Just a cloud sticking around. That's what's really putting the gloom and doom in the forecast. After about midnight, right into about 2, 3 o'clock, or even earlier, we should expect things to clear out. So just some lingering clouds, which will clear out in time for your Friday. When you wake up in the morning, you'll notice that there's going to be plenty of sunshine. The only thing that I would be a little concerned about, just the winds. It could get gusty at times. So overnight, we have some clearing, winds out of the northwest eventually, and those temperatures in the mid to upper 50s. Overnight temperatures will be a little bit chilly, especially once we get into Saturday and Sunday. Not so much for this overnight. We'll be in the mid to upper 40s. So here's the deal. We have cooler than normal temperatures right now for the next few days, but it's really going to climb up into the 60s. I'll tell you when. Your next forecast in 7 minutes. Kevin?
Thanks, Stacey Ann. I'm Kevin McCabe. You're watching News 12 Brooklyn. You may want to have a big bowl of berries for dessert tonight after you hear how they can benefit your brain. Plus, what caused a massive mess in Coney Island, what's being done to help these tenants clean it up.